and welcome to Inside Scoop. I'm Sumi Das. We are trying something a little bit different today. Joining me via Skype is Josh Lowenson, senior writer for CNET. Josh, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
So Josh, you are among the lucky few who received an invitation this morning for the upcoming Apple event. These invites always have clues. What were the clues this time?
There really weren't a lot of clues with today's Apple invite. The big tagline was, "This should brighten everyone's day."
And did it brighten your day, Josh?
It did brighten my day in the fact that it came when we were expecting it. They sent it just after 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is kind of their normal. The big thing to look for on the invite are just a bunch of polka dots, basically, of colors. You have yellows, greens, blues, oranges. These are basically the colors we're expecting for their next iPhone, the iPhone 5C, along with the newer high-end model, the iPhone 5S.
The 5C, that's the low-cost model iPhone that we're all expecting to be announced. Is that right?
Yeah, this is the one that's probably going to cost about $400. That's what a lot of analysts have expected, between $400 and $500 unlocked. As a frame of reference, the iPhone 4, which is now a 3-year-old model, costs $450. So this is probably going to be cheaper, more affordable, and maybe something that's targeted towards emerging markets like China and India, where a lot of people just buy their phone up front, not from their carrier.
So no clues about possible iPad announcements then?
I'm pretty sure this is going to be geared just for iPhones. I think that a newer iPad or iPads could be expected in an event in October or maybe even early November. That's something that's typically kind of bundled in with other announcements, or at least it was last year when Apple did it last October. So there's a key reason to kind of launch those products in that product line at a later time, especially if they're doing 2 iPhone models. A lot of the attention will shift to tablets. And I think if you look at something like the iPad and the iPad mini, those are 2 things that really stand on their own now. They're very popular products. They've sold, in some cases, almost as many as iPhones. So it's kind of become Apple's second big money maker behind the iPhone.
And is there anything to be inferred from the location? We know the event is scheduled for September 10th. A lot of people were assuming it would be held here in San Francisco, but it's actually going to take place in
Cupertino. Yeah, this is happening in Apple's headquarters, and that's not really unusual. They've done some other events there, notably the iPhone 4S in 2011, as well as the new MacBook Airs, as well as OS 10.7 Lion back in 2010. So there's this kind of long history of doing events there. The curious thing is whether they're going to do it kind of on the same scale. These events have gotten larger, more and more people are trying to get in there and cover it, and this is one of the smallest venues to have it in. Last year they had it in Yerba Buena Center for the Arts, which holds a lot more people, and it's also more central in San Francisco.
At least it's central for us, given that CNET is based here in San Francisco. All right, Josh, and you will be attending the event, I presume?
Yeah, we'll be there live. It's kind of unclear whether there will be live video. Apple did that last October for the iPad mini event, but not for the iPhone event last September. So I guess we'll see.
So this week, we're expecting a lot of smartwatch announcements out of IFA in Berlin. Large conference. We know that Samsung will unveil its Galaxy Gear. Given that rumors have swirled around an Apple iWatch, does this put added pressure on Apple?
In terms of pressure for a watch, I don't think Apple's ready to unveil that yet, especially from what we know, from what the teams have been working on, and from rumors we've heard from our sources. It's not at the point where they're ready to go with it. A lot of the products that we're going to see this fall kind of got locked down in the April timeline. So if you look at something like a watch, it's just not ready yet. And if you're expecting a watch this year, it's probably best to wait till next year to see that from Apple. In terms of what that product will be, that's the kind of interesting story. I think a lot of people, myself included, are expecting the Samsung Watch to kind of be a companion to your smartphone, not a phone itself, something Samsung's actually done with a couple of previous products. And that's kind of the direction we expect Apple to go to.
Either way, we'll count on you to keep us informed of what's happening on the inside. Josh, thank you for Inside Scoop. I'm Sumi Das. Thanks for watching.